Hi guys, welcome back. So we've all seen the destructive power of a 12 gauge shotgun. It's a very good firearm to have, whether for bird hunting, self-defense, even hunting large game with buckshot or slugs. But what about your faithful 410 shotgun? Is it of any use of self-defense? Let's find out. Alright, so I have here the old Faithful Family CBC 410 shotgun. This particular shotgun you can swap the barrel out to the 22 Hornet, but we generally just keep the shotgun barrel. The 22 Hornet barrel was never particularly accurate. So, can you use a 410 for self-defense? Your mall commandos and tactical guys will say no. You need a 12 gauge, a 410 will just scare the guys, it won't hurt them at all. You're more likely just to anger them than be able to defend yourself. I don't think that's true though. I've used this 410 shotgun for a lot of things, never for self-defense, but I have shot some birds with it. About 2 days ago it saw some good service dispatching a Runkel's, which is a cobra, which was here by the house. It was stuck in a drain, so we couldn't get it out. We had to put it out of its misery, and the 410 was perfect for that. In terms of self-defense though, you are going to need to have a load with bigger balls in it. Birdshot's not going to work for you, but we have these AAA rounds, which you can see here. So I'm just going to show you guys what the 410 can do in terms of penetration and stopping power, and then you make your own mind up as to whether or not it's adequate for self-defense. Would I prefer a 12 gauge shotgun? Yeah, probably, but I feel perfectly safe with this in my hands, and I'll show you guys why you can feel safe too. 410, here we go. For this test I'm using AAA buckshot fired out of a 410 shotgun. There are 9 balls in each round, providing some serious stopping power. To demonstrate the stopping power from a single round of 410 buckshot, I have a wine carton filled with water emulating a human body. In front of that I have a sheet of galvanized steel from a water tank. This is some tough steel. You would struggle to penetrate it with an edged weapon, and if a 410 can go through it and hit the wine casket behind, then that'll be strong enough to penetrate any clothing or padding an attacker may have. As you can see, the buckshot pellets went through the steel no problem. In fact, there was such a violent impact that some pellets tore giant gashes in the metal, where they hit it at an obtuse angle. The pellets carried on straight through and created 9 very nasty holes in the front and back of the wine carton. As you can see, the holes created by the AAA buckshot are about the same size as the holes created by a 22 long rifle. A 22 can stop an attacker with 1 round. 9 holes of 22 caliber in the chest, head or neck would instantly be fatal. The 410 can definitely deliver a fatal load and then some. So I've got the normal single shot breakneck style of 410. You do get different kinds of 410. You get pump action, you get revolver style, lever action, you may even get semi-automatic, I'm not sure about that, but I've only got the simplest type of 410. But that's not a problem. It may be a problem, but I'm going to show you ways to mitigate the fact that you've only got a single shot, and the fact that this rifle, or sorry, this shotgun can be used as a perfectly adequate self-defense tool. You just have to be mindful of a few things, and you need to know 1 or 2 tips and tricks, 1 or 2 hacks, which I'm going to show you now. So let's get to it. With a single shot firearm, you want to stay in cover as much as possible. The reason for this is obvious. After firing your shot, you will need to reload. This is when a second attacker could return fire, so you want to have the necessary cover to reload before you emerge once more and engage any further threats. Try to store spare rounds in an ammo carrier like the one on the stock here. If you can't, or you just want to reload as fast as possible, take a leaf from the book of Lars Anderson and the Ancient Archers and keep 3 spare rounds in the fingers of your trigger hand. This takes a little getting used to, but it allows you to reload quickly whilst keeping the butt in your shoulder and the gun pointed in the direction of the target. A conventional reload from the stock ammo carrier is also pretty quick, not much slower than a pump action. Okay guys, so that's my 410 video. I hope that I've shown you guys what a 410 can do, that in my opinion it's perfectly adequate for self-defense. Is it as good as a 12 gauge? No, it doesn't have as big a spread, doesn't carry as many pellets, but it does have 1 or 2 advantages. For people who are not used to shooting shotguns, a 410 has very little recoil, it's easy to point, it's easy to use, and it's something that's not going to intimidate people. When I was doing my shotgun competency not long ago, we went to the training range, and it was the first time I've actually used a 12 gauge shotgun pump action. I have shot a bit, so I was a little bit prepared for it, but the other guy who had never shot with a 12 gauge shotgun, it was a pump action, and he was very nervous. He held it completely sort of incorrectly, he couldn't get it, and he basically was shooting at the feet of the target, and the target was like a metal gong over here. So what that shows you is that a 12 gauge can be a very intimidating weapon for people who are not gun people. I know the guys out there, oh, get a 12 gauge, stop being a pussy. Hey, I'm not talking about myself, maybe I'm a pussy, but at the end of the day, women or people, children, even if in the self-defense situation, people who don't use guns, a 12 gauge pump action may just be too much for them. They may end up making mistakes when they really shouldn't, and something like this, a 410 shotgun, will have all the stopping power you need, points easily, it works easily, it's light, and it's the best weapon, sort of all-round weapon, just for having on a farm. You can dispatch small animals. It's not going to have an enormous report, it's going to upset the neighbors. If you want a good gun, guys, go for the 410. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like and the subscribe buttons, and keep watching this channel. We've got a lot more videos coming out soon. Thanks guys, have a good day.